Breaking at noon, St. Louis Sheriff Alfred Montgomery's trial has been postponed. The judge noticed he was not in court. Our political editor Mark Maxwell was in the courtroom this morning when it all went down. So Mark, what is next with this case?
Hey Paul, good afternoon. The next step in this state of Missouri versus Alfred Montgomery comes tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., at least in public. That's when the judge plans to resume this trial, hoping the elected sheriff can show up for his court date. When we reporters first got seated at 9:30 inside the jury box, we looked around and noticed that rather conspicuous absence. Lawyers for the state were there, lawyers for the sheriff were all there, the sheriff was not. Then, after about half an hour delay, we heard some rather passionate vocal exchanges coming from the judge's chambers. The judge was overheard saying something to the effect of how he set this trial date before the sheriff got locked up. The existence of that separate federal criminal trial continues to be a thorn in Judge Stephen Ulmer's side. The judge later came out of his chambers and said, quote, "This court has some very serious reservations about proceeding in this matter without the presence of Sheriff Montgomery. Quote, without his presence, I don't see how an effective hearing can take place." Now, we do know that Montgomery's attorneys have asked a federal judge to let him out of custody to attend his state trial. The federal prosecutors, Paul, didn't even object to his release. So we still haven't seen that order signed from the judge saying one way or the other, yes or no. So for now, at least until we hear an answer from the federal courts, Sheriff Montgomery remains jailed. I'm told this afternoon lawyers are scheduled to meet with federal authorities to try once again to arrange that transportation so he can actually get to court and try to defend his job and keep his badge.
Okay, so we know state courts have already removed Alfred Montgomery from office temporarily. They appointed interim Sheriff John Hayden. Question, what happens to Montgomery's paycheck while he's temporarily out of office?
That's a good question. He's still getting paid. Those checks from that sweet $145,000 salary keep coming in. As Frank Sinatra might have put it, pretty good work if you can get it. For at least as long as this trial lasts, he'll remain on the city payroll. And then there's at least a chance this case might be postponed until after the federal trial is complete, if they can't get him out of jail in time to make his court date. They're not exactly known for their lightning speed over there. But tell you what, coming up after 12:30 today, we can dig into all these details and even explore how those two separate cases are kind of conflicting with and complicating one another, and also who else we saw in the courtroom today.
Ooh, I like that.
We call it a tease in showbiz.
All right, yes, and we can tune into that conversation streaming live on the free 5 Plus app. That's coming. Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.